How do people? So you wanted to fit some Honda EP3 Civic Type R seats to your CR-V. This is the way, once and for all. First thing you want to do is acquire some Type R seats, EP3. Okay. Once you've got your EP3 seats, now this is already together, and should have done this first, but this is how it is. So when you get your EP3 seat, you want to remove the 4 original brackets from the EP3 sliding rails. You need to do this all 4 corners and remove the rivets, which are originally here as well. Okay. Now once you remove these brackets, the rails will want to slide off, so make sure they don't slide off, because the rivets and the brackets was what holding them on and stopping them from sliding off. Next thing you want to do is remove negative terminal on your battery. Let the system decharge for a good half hour, don't risk it. Next thing you want to do is remove your CR-V seats, unplugging these as well. Once you've got your CR-V seat out, all this here unbolts from the CR-V seat. So the original CR-V mounting on the CR-V seat unbolts from the seat. There's 4 Allen bolts and 2 nuts, I believe. Now, once you've done that, the next thing you want to do, if your CR-V has a seat airbag, the next thing you need to do is fool the SRS system that the airbag is still there. Now you need to do this to both seats. Okay, so on eBay you go and buy one of these little things. This is a fused resistor, so it's safe. This is a 2 amp resistor in here, and I've made up this little, very simple little wiring thing here, and I've just pronged it in there. It's tight, secure, and it's not going to go anywhere. Once you've done that, next thing you want to do is bolt the CR-V original frame to the EP3 seat. Now, the Allen bolt right there conveniently lines up with all 4 new holes that you've made in the EP3 rails. Bolt these on. Use a bit of thread lock as well for that extra bit of safety, because you cannot reuse the 2 spare nuts that you now have. Get the 2 pieces welded together just to be safe. So instead of 4 little Allen bolts, you've got the Allen bolts and welded them together. That's up to you. I'd recommend that you do. Next thing you want to do is swap the buckles over, because the EP3 buckles will not work with the CR-V clip. Luckily, these just unbolt and bolt on. They're exactly the same, which is nice and easy, and you'll see that when you unbolt them. Plug them all back in. I've yet to tidy up the wiring, that's why I'm doing this video now, so I need to tidy up the wiring. Once that's in, that's it. Bolt your CR-V seat, EP3 and CR-V frame back in, and that's literally it. The same has to be done with the other side, exactly the same as the driver's side. The only thing you don't need to worry about is that grey one there. That side does not have a grey one, because that grey plug is for the seatbelt light on the dash. So when you plug your seatbelt in, this is the grey switch responsible, which turns the light out on your dash. If you, once you've got it all back together, if you find your SRS light is back on, your SRS system will need to be reset. This is very easy indeed. I watched a YouTube video on how to do it. I can't show you here because I haven't got the light at the moment, but there's a yellow plug inside that you pull out it's not plugged into anything, and you can literally reset the SRS system with a paper clip and a sequence of ignition. There are videos on YouTube how to do it, and that's what I did, and it reset the system. Now I've now transferred these seats to my white CR-V. I unplugged the battery, left it for half hour, put these seats back in, unplugged everything, plugged everything back in, but with these as well, put the battery back on, and the SRS system didn't need resetting. If it does, don't panic. Follow the YouTube videos on how to do it. If you find that isn't working again, then you could have a faulty one of these, or you just haven't plugged it in correctly. But I've done exactly what I have here, and I've been running with these seats in my other CR-V for over a year now, I think, and not once have I had a problem with the plugs, with these going off, no lights on the dash, nothing. Everything works as it should. So just to refresh, EP3 seat, cut the brackets off, rivets out, unbolt the CR-V frame, bolt it to the EP3 rails, the new holes that you created, get them welded together, make up this little boy resistor, fuse resistor. Plug it in, plug it all back in, bolt it in, put the battery back up. You should be good to go. Apologies for the janky video, but yeah, that's it.